Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome back. This is episode 57 of our playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 as Germany. And we are preparing for our invasion of the United Kingdom, but the United States is in the war. And I just need to check and see if they're at war with us. Yep, so we are at war with the USA, even though Japan declared it as a limited war and didn't call us to arms against it. So there's nothing we can do about that. It is problematic for us, but I suppose... Veteran Air Force happened. Awesome. Let's take a look at strategic effects, actually. Let's take a look at strategic effects in this thing. Naval supremacy in the east. I don't know where any of these places are. Sapporo, right? That's in Japan, right? I think. We control Vladivostok. I don't understand. Oh, maybe this is just me, not Japan. That makes sense. All right, naval supremacy in the west. Yeah, that ain't happening. But we do have the Polish corridor, which we got early on. We have the Pact of Steel, and we have Great Army because we've fought. We have 800 brigades. We have the Veteran Army. We needed to fight 250 battles. We fought 1240 battles. We have a Veteran Air Force, and this gives us better regain rate. Gibraltar, which we really need to see about taking. Gulf of Finland, we do that. English Channel, we need to control England for that. Or Uresund, I don't know what that is. Trelleborg, that might be Norway. I was thinking about invading Norway, actually, but the opportunity just didn't quite arise. So we're going to need to... So factions fight until the faction surrenders. Which means we got a ways to go. So let's pause, actually, because we're wasting IC on production. Oh, production. That's nice. But that's too high. And this can go up a bit. And let's actually do... No, let's not do that. I want this to be about 50. All right. And furthermore, I'm going to lower this to about 25. And this needs to be... Because we need destroyers really badly. And you see 238 days. That puts us at 263 out of 346. I'm going to make... 4 groups of 3 destroyers. Now we got some stuff. Sturzkampfgeschwader. Let's see where this can go. This is what? This is a close air support. Where I don't really need a close air support anywhere. Why did I fucking make these? Fuck, is this something that got made? Yep. Got made by the AI. Well, there's more coming. I'll find something to use them on. Alright, so Sturzkampfgeschwader, we have, what do we got? 2 of those right now, so this is going to be the, well, actually, that's perfect. The third, Sturzkampfgeschwader. So we do have more coming. We'll do something with them. They're going to need some time to regain org, so... Or to gain it in the first place, I suppose. Let's look at the air map mode. Whilst we pause, because I want to look and see what the conditions are over here. Attack bombers here need to do runway cratering. Alright, and this will go in the 2nd Troop and Transporter Flotilla. And then once we have these guys up there, which who knows how long that'll take. Great. We got Americans up here already. That was pretty fast. These naval bombers actually need to sit around with no order for a while. These interceptors, though, can go province to province. They've still got a little bit of juice left. It's the second time I've done that. That is not cool at all. Alright, these guys can go in the 3rd Sturzkampfgeschwader. And we're pretty much going to put them on port strike missions once they regain some mojo here, which will be a bit. That is not in as good a shape as I wanted it to be. But I really feel like they need to be out there for at least a few days. And we're fighting here. Hold on a second. Oh, look at that. Alright, so we've got Leahy, who has a skill of 2, versus Marshall, who has a skill of 7. So I think we're going to be okay there, but we're not exactly springtime fresh here either. Okay, somehow they got no order. So I'm going to rebase them. If they got no order, they can rebase, right? They're retreating. Did I lose the battle? They are retreating. Or perhaps they are in pursuit. Rebase them here in Dieppe. These Americans are going to be a big pain in my nuts, aren't they? Sturzkampfgeschwader. I don't really have another place for these guys. I'm going to put them there for now. These guys can move up there and mop that up. It's been a month, maybe. See how Turkey's coming along. Pretty heavily. I could probably influence Sweden now, too. Another group that tends to fall into line when... Alright, so what we want to do is to load this unit onto a transport fleet, and we want to take these guys... Landing craft. Alright. So that's fine. But in order to make that work, we need to first of all rebase these guys here and let them rest for a bit. We need to take this... Where are those guys? This troop and transporter flotilla are in a terrible spot. they're going to have to rebase here, and maybe they'll make it, and maybe they won't. And then the Lufttransportergeschwader needs to go. I think there, and then we have to find the Fallschirmjäger again. They might be up here. Nope. Nope. I put him down here in France somewhere, right? I thought I did. Nope. Oh, there they are. Alright, so the Fallschirmjäger Corps, we'll relocate them. And that's actually stupid. We're going to strat move them. So let's think about this here. They're rebasing. However, we're going to send them back out on patrol until this group gets down, which is going to take probably a week. Maybe not that long. Kiel Canal, after all. So I thought I was going to get a little bit more low-intensity game for a little longer period of time. Great. Okay. They are in Cherbourg. Okay, so now I take these guys and we'll rebase them in Cherbourg as well. So, what do we have here? I need to fly... I don't want this to be continuous. I want this to be for like 2 days. Okay, we have to look at that. Alright, so that's fine. Now we do want Z-Kampfgeschwader. We want to see when they're going to... Let's slow the clock down just a hair. Well... I need some intel from here, that's the problem. Alright, so let's see what else is going on here. We have tactical bombers. We're going to do a logistical bombing here, okay? And maybe hope that I can actually get them to do a logistical bombing there. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, that's a shit port. If that's accurate, I don't actually believe that. Alright. So let's take this tack bomber. Alright. We'll do runway crate. Wait a minute. That's close air support. They can't really do anything to anybody. Alright. They can do port strike there. That's fine. These tack bombers, these logistical bombers, can do runway cratering here. Actually, that's a bad mission. I want them to do it during the day. Alright. Okay, there's a port there. That's the important thing. So what I want to do here is take this entire bunch of guys, and let's see who's got more port capacity. Not much. Alright, so take the entire group, except for them. So if we're going to do like a port invasion, it's going to have to be here. Alright, so that totally worked. Let's take a look at the eastern frontier. We've still got a lot of guys that are just out here for no particular reason. Like this bunch right here, for instance. Alright, and then let's take a look at our forces on the Yugoslav border, which... Alright, where's that? That's up here. Alright, there it's about to fix itself. I have no idea where that is. Oh, here it is. Alright, so I've yanked a lot of this stuff out at this point. But I had the mountain guys. Where are the mountain troops? This guy. Yeah, that's the problem. I did the same thing where I just moved the headquarters, not the rest of them. Alright, so, and then we need to look at... we certainly need another... I can use these. So this is looking okay. Kind of like the Romanians to take care of that, to be completely honest about it. Alright, so this is the Second Army. They can relocate to Rostov. And this Fourth Army can relocate to... I don't know. Well, that looks fine for now. It's farther east than they were. And then this guy... Okay, these guys are all coming, so that works. Alright, so that's rolling along. And we've got a substantial increase on our forces in France at this point. But we by no means do we have like an overwhelming... Mexico has been accepted into the Allies. Well, that's terrifying. Alright, once again, I relocated the HQ without relocating the divisions under it. Now, these guys have to be over like 95%. Let's look at the Lufttransporter. So there's 4 there. So, what do we got here? Nothing. So if we're going to hit anywhere, we're going to have to hit here. And it's not a bad place to hit, but we have to hit it insanely hard, and we have to have basically complete air and naval superiority in this province in order to make it work. We do not have a lot of... we do have another one of these. It's coming off in... actually, we have 3 more coming off in February, so that's looking like a good target date. And we have some more mountain guys as well, made by the AI. These guys will be welcome. What do we got for AA here in this province? Not much, so we need to fix that. Is that a Control A? An Alt A? This will pull off because we've got radar coming. Right? Yeah, before the end of the year. And we're going to put some radar here. Probably all of that radar is going to go here, actually. I think there's already 4 here, 4 here. So we'll put at least 4 here as well. So this is Dieppe. And they're attacking me there, so I mean, that's a big problem. And in fact, you know what? We have to increase the... oh, shit. We have to increase the port capacity there big time. So what's here? Everything. How expensive is this? Naval base. Not that expensive. We're going to move to the top of the queue. And hopefully it won't take that long. Alright, and these close air support guys are now capable of being brought into the action, so we're going to move them up there. And we're going to start doing... I mean, the only thing they can really do are port strikes. So we'll keep the clock moving here. Take a look at production. 1942 May. There's not much that can be done about that at this point. The Ludendorff's coming off. We have the Grossdeutschland coming this year, actually. That's fantastic. That will give a couple of months for that vessel to arm up. Alright, now... this division needs to come over here. Stop. Gebirgsjäger. Alright, so I believe we have a Gebirgskorps somewhere, do we not? Don't we? Is it full? They logically should be down here. Actually, they are. So we can actually... detach that. They're still going to move down here, and that's fine. And now we can put this in that Gebirgskorps. Right there. And we'll give them some time to reinforce. So that'll work. So in order to make this invasion thing work, basically we have to take a port and then start moving guys out of that, out of here in Dieppe and into that port. And we realistically, I would say, need 3 to 5 corps for Britain. Maybe not that much, but I mean that doesn't seem totally ridiculous. And if I can get a beachhead, then it'll be okay. But at the moment, things aren't really looking that great as far as that goes. Now I could break this this big fleet up into a couple different elements. I don't really want to do that either. Alright, these guys are doing runway cratering in Dover. I really want that to be runway cratering here continuously during the day. Which priority is fine. Alright, that'll have to do. I forgot about Ireland. That could be a problem. Is there a... there is an objective, actually. Belfast is worth 5 points, too. On the other hand, London is worth 30 points. And if we look at their percentage here, they're at 81%. So taking London should knock the UK out of the war. These guys are gonna sail too when that happens, by the way. Alright, so we need to take these guys and put them in Paris, where there should be substantial AA presence, I would hope. Not that great. Alright, what's production look like? 268 versus the 246 we're putting into it. But December 30th up through January 6th we've got radar. More IC, but that's not terribly germane at the moment. These in February, that is critical. We've got another SS division here. We've got some mechanized. Those are probably going in that invasion. There's our Gebirgsjäger. We can find that Gebirgskorps and put them there. And how does that look right now? So looking at terrain, there's no reason to stop the clock for this. Alright, what do we got here? So we'll pull this guy out, put him here. Pull this guy out, put him here. And looking at VP, let's go to actually let's go to intelligence and look at neighbors, and we need to look at Yugoslavia and maybe put some shit in there. I mean, our mission will be disrupt national unity, and right now we have 89 spies. We have no idea what's going on there. So let's get that fixed. And we just sent 10 spies instantly to Yugoslavia. Their counter-espionage is forward. National unity, we estimated 51%. So now we can start looking at that. And so they have... oh, look at this. Split is worth 1. Skopje is worth 1. Sarajevo is worth 1. Ljubljana is worth 1. Zagreb is worth 1. And Beograd is worth 2. So that says to me we've got to take a bunch of those. And this lowers us to 38. This Beograd is the only one that's worth more than a couple. So this group drives to that objective. This group drives to this objective. We need some extra guys to be down here to take these two. So what I'm looking for up here in the Soviet Union is going to be well, we could use this one. It's not exactly optimal, but that's okay. Looking at terrain. These are hills. I can deal with that right now. Alright, so we need to, and the reason I'm concerned about Yugoslavia is actually because they're on the objectives list for the default victory conditions. It's not necessarily that it's critical that I take Yugoslavia. At this point, it's kind of a side project. Won the Battle of Dover. Let's look at the Atlantic Fleet. Looks pretty good. We are going to... Am I sorting them yet? I'm going to call this episode here, so actually I'm going to say no. I will wait until the next episode begins. So I want to thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. And, leave me some comments below. So I will see you next time.